Hello friends, I Devang Prajapati from Upanishad Science Academy Limkheda, Standard 12, Chapter number 2, Solution, the lecture number 2, in which the topics which we are going to cover, they are ppm, that is parts per million, mole fraction, molarity, and sums of it. So let's start it. Before starting today's video, what points which we have discussed in the last session. The first, we have started with the introductory portion, in which the types of solution, then expressing the concentration of solutions by mass percentage, that is weight by weight in percentage, volume percentage, that is volume by volume in percentage, and mass upon volume in percentage. This is what we have done it in the last session. Now today what we are going to see, same topic which we are going to continue, expressing the concentration of solution, parts per million, molality, mole fraction, molarity, and sums of it. So let's start it. Expressing the concentration of solution, how much we have done, that is mass percent we have done, volume percent we have done, mass by volume percent we have done. Now today what we are going to show, that is ppm, mole fraction, molarity, and molality. So first, ppm means what? When a solute is present in trace quantities, when solute is present in trace amount. Trace means very less. It is converted to express the concentration in ppm, which is called as a parts per million, and it is defined as ppm is equal to number of parts of the component upon total number of parts of all components of the solution multiplied by 10 raised to power 6. Okay, so this is what about the ppm, the formula of it. As in the case of percentage, the concentration in parts per million can also be expressed as mass to mass, volume to volume, and mass to volume. a liter of sea water which weigh 103 gram sea water which weigh 1030 gram contains about 6 into 10 raised to minus 3 gram of dissolved oxygen. Such a small concentration is expressed as .8 gram per 10 raised to power 6 gram, that is 5.8 ppm of seawater. Okay, so these we have to remember it for MCQ. A liter of seawater which contains about 6 into 10 raised to power minus 3 gram of dissolved oxygen, 5.8 gram per 10 raised to 6 gram, that is 5.8 ppm. Okay, so these we have to remember it for MCQ. The concentration of pollutants in water or either water you can take it, or atmosphere is often expressed in terms of microgram per ml or in ppm. Okay, so this is what about the parts per million. Now the next topic, that is about mole fraction. So commonly used symbol for mole fraction is X. This is what the symbol of mole fraction, and subscript used on the right hand side of the X denotes the component. Okay, it represents the component in subscript over here. Okay, so it is defined as mole fraction of a component is equal to number of moles of component, number of moles of component upon total number of moles of all the component. Okay, so this is what the formula of it. Now for example, in binary mixture, let's take the example. in binary mixer, the number of moles of A and B are Na and Nb. Number of moles of A is Na and for B it is Nb. The mole fraction A will be, now suppose we have to find the mole fraction of it, that is XA mole fraction of component A will be is equal to which component we are talking about, that is Na upon the total component, that is Na plus Nb. So this is what the mole fraction of component A. For a solution containing I number of components, suppose, then what we can write it, suppose Xi component, mole fraction of it is equal to Ni upon, we can write it, total component N1 plus N2 plus and so on till Ni, and this will become Ni upon sigma Ni. Okay, so this is what the formula of it. Now it can be shown that in a given solution, sum of all the mole fraction in a given solution, the sum of all the mole fraction is in unity, that is x1 plus x2 plus xi. The total answer will be 1. Suppose if somebody is saying for component B, find the mole fraction of it, so xb is equal to nb upon Na plus Nb. This is what the mole fraction for component B. Okay, now mole fraction is a unit, is very useful in the relating some of the physical properties of solutions, say the vapor pressure with the concentration of solution, and the quite useful describing the calculations involving the gaseous mixtures. Now regarding that, there is a question in your book, same question we have taken. The question is, calculate the mole fraction of ethylene glycol in a solution containing 20% of C2H6O2 by mass, that is again ethylene glycol. So assume that we have 100 gram of solution, we have 100 gram of solution, means we have to assume it, okay, that it is the 100 gram of solution. In percentage it is given, that's why 20% they have given, so we can understand it, it is 100. So one can start up with the any amount of solution because the results obtained will be the same. solution will contain 20 gram of ethylene glycol and 80 gram of water. By 20 percentage, C2H6O2. What does it mean? That 20 gram of C2H6O2 and 80 gram of water. So these total together, it will become the 100 gram. Okay. Now molar mass we have to find first. C2H6O2, 2 carbon, 6 hydrogen, 2 oxygen. Here it is 12. For hydrogen it is 1, oxygen it is 16. Then if you add all this, okay, 12 to the 24 plus 6 plus 32. Total you will be getting 62 gram per mole. This is what the molar mass of ethylene glycol. Okay. Now the next step, we have to find the moles of both for ethylene glycol as well as the for water. So moles of C2H6O2 is equal to weight upon molar mass. Weight of ethylene glycol they have given 20. The molar mass we have just calculated, that is 62. Okay, so you will be getting the moles 0.322. Okay, this is what the moles of ethylene glycol. In same manner, moles of water we have to find. Is equal to same formula, weight upon molar mass. So weight of water is 80 gram. Weight of water is 18, that is 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. So you will be getting 4.444 mole. Okay, so you have the moles now. Okay, you can find the mole fraction of it very easily. Okay, so let's calculate it. The mole fraction of ethylene glycol is equal to moles of C2H6O2 upon moles of C2H6O2 plus moles of water. So now keep the value of it. Moles of ethylene glycol we have calculated, that is 0.322 upon moles of ethylene glycol, again same 0.322 plus moles of water that we have calculated, that is 4.444. So if you'll do this calculation, then you'll be getting the mole fraction of ethylene glycol is equal to 0.068. Okay, this is what the mole fraction of ethylene glycol. Now from here there are two ways to find out the mole fraction of water by using this formula. Also you can find it, but I am going to find by the other method. That is, we are aware that mole fraction of water can be, see the total mole fraction, there are two components, XA plus XB, the answer will be 1. XA consider it as an for glycol, for XB we have to find, so XB is equal to 1 minus XA, so 1 is 1. XA we have find it 0.068, so you will be getting the answer XB is equal to 0.932. Okay, so this is what the answer to find out the mole fraction. Okay, now the next topic, that is molarity, which is denoted by capital M, is defined as the number of moles of solute, number of moles of solute dissolved in 1 liter or 1 cubic decimeter of solution. Okay, so this is what the formula of molarity. Okay, now the formula will write it. Molarity is equal to moles of solute upon volume of solution in liter. Now suppose sometime the volume is given in ml, at that time which formula can be used? So molarity is equal to weight of solute in gram multiplied by 1000 molar mass multiplied by volume in ml. So this formula you can use it to solve the sums. Okay, now the example I can give, that is 0.25 mole per liter, or I can write it 0.25 0.25 molar. Solution of NaOH, what does it means? Solution of NaOH, that is sodium hydroxide. What does it means? It means that 0.25 moles of NaOH has been dissolved in 1 liter of solution water. Okay. Now calculate the molarity of a solution containing 5 gram of NaOH in 450 ml. So same formula you can use it. First, the molarity is equal to weight in gram multiplied by 1000 upon molar mass of NaOH multiplied by volume in ml. Okay. So over here, the first we have to find the molar mass of the NaOH, that is 40. Okay, you can find it. First step, find the molar mass of NaOH. Na plus O plus H, that is Na is 23, O is 16, H is 1. Altogether, if we'll keep it over here, okay, then it would be the 40 gram per mole. Okay, so this is what the first step. Now keep all the values you are having already. Weight in gram in the question they have given, that is 5 gram. Okay, multiplied by 1000 upon molar mass we have calculated, that is 40, and multiplied by volume in ml, that is how much they have given, 450. So 0 0 cut, still one more 0 cut. Okay, then in denominator what is remaining? Sorry, in numerator 5 into 10 upon 4 into 45. Okay, so just a minute, simple calculations are there. 5 into 10 you will be getting 50, 45 into 4 180, so 50 upon 180 you will be getting still 0 0 you can deduct, 5 upon 18 you can do it, so very easy. You will be getting the answer 0.277, okay, will be recurring. So you can write it, the answer 0.27, here one more you can add it, so it would be 8. Okay, and the unit would be molarity, or you can also write it the other different units of it, that is mole per liter. Okay, or you can write it mole per decimeter cube. Okay, so this is the way by which you can find out the molarity. The next, that is the molality. So how to find it? Let's see it. is a small m, it is denoted by small m. It is defined as the number of moles of the solute, number of moles of solute per kilogram of the solvent. Okay, and it is expressed by molality is equal to moles of solute in numerator, and in denominator mass of solvent in kilogram. So this is what the formula of it. Now for example, 1 mole per kg, or I can write it 1 molal small m solution of KCl. What does it means? That means that 1 mole of KCl means 74.5 gram of KCl dissolved in 1 kg of water. Okay, so this is what the molality. Okay, now each method of expressing the concentration of the solution has its own merits and demerits. सभी के फायदे और गैर फायदे हैं. मास परसेंट, then ppm, mole fraction that is x, and molality that is small m are independent of temperature. All these are, याद रखना है, they are independent on temperature, whereas molarity, that is capital M, is a function of temperature. Okay, this is because the volume depends on temperature and the mass does not, whereas volume is dependent on temperature, whereas mass does not depend on temperature. Okay, now question: calculate the molality of 2.5 gram of ethanoic acid in 75 gram of benzene. So first we have to find the molar mass of C2H4 and O2, means ethanoic acid. So if you see that 2 carbon plus 4 hydrogen plus 2 oxygen, 12 for carbon, hydrogen it is 1, oxygen it is 16, 24, 4, 32. So total you will be getting 60 gram per mole, molar mass of ethanoic acid. Then now find the moles of it. Second step, moles of C2H4O2 is equal to weight upon molecular weight, that is 2.5 gram upon molecular weight we have calculated, that is 60 gram. Okay, so the moles of it is 0.0417 mole of ethanoic acid. Then now moles of benzene, moles of C6H6, that is benzene, weight upon molecular weight. See, the 2.5 gram of ethanoic acid and here 75 gram of benzene they have written. Okay, so 75 upon the 1 kilogram of benzene. See, benzene is what? The solvent. Okay, so solvent in molality will be written in 1 kilogram. Okay, 1000 gram. So if you do this, then see, easily you can write it, that is 75 into in kilogram, that is 10 raised to minus 3 kg. Okay, that is moles of benzene. Sorry, not the moles, mass of benzene. This would be the mass of benzene in kilogram. Why? Because see, they have given into the gram. Very simple, they have given in gram, so we have converted gram into the kilogram. Okay, so we have the molar mass of ethanoic acid, then moles of ethanoic acid, and then mass of benzene in kilogram. So now you can put the value all this in case of the formula of molality. So small m molality is equal to moles of C2H4O2 upon kilogram, mole per kilogram. Okay, kilogram of benzene. So moles, that is we have calculated 0.0417 upon the kilogram of benzene. Just now we have calculated 75 into 10 raised to minus 3. 10 raised to minus 3 will go in numerator, तो वो क्या बन जाएगा? 0.0417 into 10 raised to 3 upon 75. Okay, so this 3 power, if you will add, then 1, 2 and 3, so 41.7 upon 75. If you will do this calculation, that is 41.75 41.7 divided by 75. So you will be getting the answer, that is 0.556 mole per kg. Okay, this is what the answer of molality. Okay, so this is what the today's session. Now there are few in-text questions which are based on this. The first one, 2.1, that is we have to find out the mass percentage. Okay, so we have done it already. Then 2.2, calculate the mole fraction, that is also we have done. Then 2.3, calculate the molarity, that is capital M. Okay, so that is also we have done, how to calculate it, the molarity. 2.4, that is calculate the mass of urea required for in making of 2.5 kg in the aqueous solution. Mass we have to find. Okay, and they have given the molality, so from that you can calculate it. And 2.5, calculate the molality, that is small m, molarity, that is capital M, and mole fraction. Okay, so all these parameters which we have done related to that only, all these sums are there. Okay, so try to solve it. If you stuck it anywhere, then you can ask me. Okay, thank you.